drum list order. So singers, you might want to start making your way to the drums. 11 o'clock grand entry. And if you've ever worked with, you've been to a celebration powwow in Indian country with myself and or Rusty and or Ron or Vince, we like to start on time. That's what boarding school would do to you. Are you ready to go? We're going to come on over here to Stony Park for our drum song. And right after that, we should be moving right on into our drum roll call. Anytime that you are ready, Stony Park, I'll turn it over to you. Turn the mic on, Dale. Thank you, Stony Park. Thank you. All right. That was our drum song as we take care of our first song here to welcome the spirit, welcome the energy, welcome the visitors, dancers, singers. We are about underway for Manito Ahbee celebration, 11 o'clock grand entry as we call upon our head drum judges to get us a drum list as we'll go with a drum roll call in about 5 minutes. But in the meantime and in between time, we have our host drum here, Midnight Express and Hokey. Also, the person that brought the case of water to Stony Park, the Stony Park says thank you. And then at the same time, if we could bring a case of water to our host drum, Midnight Express, as well. Case of water over here to Stony Park. Boys say thank you. We need a case of water over here to Midnight Express as well. And Vince and I need a case of, what do we need? Bud? Give us a case of cherry Coke. Chrissy Cochane. Christy Cochane. This gentleman here in the trench coat is paging you. He also has the pink Manito Ahbee shirt. Yeah. I'm glad he has that trench coat opened. Usually you go places, you see a closed trench coat and a guy with his hands in his pocket. You kind of think something else.
1, 2.
So if anybody wants to bring the MC a Tim Hortons sandwich, you'll be on the bestest friend list, the BFF list. Yeah, make me like it. Hey, speaking of BFF list, I have about 12 shirts left. And Mahavickas, bring them shirts down. I got a couple 2X's left, a couple 3X's left, some women's Bella cut large, extra large. But if you want to be on the BFF list, oh, Patrick Mitsui got a fade. Who did that to you? Give me his name. I'll take up for you. Somebody went and gave him a mohawk. You all right, Patrick? I don't know where you're at in Indian country, but when Indian boys get a real short haircut with a high fade to show off all their scars. Not so much Indian girls, but Indian boys that have it rough on the res. Holy smokes. See what happens when you talk about Patrick Mitsui, the light comes on. They want to see that new haircut, Pat. Show them scars off. Them bugs got nowhere to hide now.
Patrick, are those scars or wood tick trails? Hey. All right, listen up, drum groups, man. As soon as we get the list, we're kicking around the horn. We're just going to have you hit your drum this afternoon, and then tonight we'll get into some good songs, boys. All right, ADs, arena directors, man, we need you up front in your A game. We need to get rid of our chairs, clear the PowWows arena. All the VIPs, very important Indian visiting nations, hey, dignitaries, everybody in the house, help us out if you're part of this lineup. We're calling our staff carriers, flag bearers, everybody that's going to help us out with this great entry. Once again, we're very honored and proud to call upon two premier world-class singing groups that have stepped up to the plate. Going to be your host drums. We're talking about Stony Park Singers. Where you at, boys? Hit your drum right here from Morley, Alberta. And then we kick it on over to the U.S. Invite Midnight Express. Where you at, boys? Minneapolis, St. Paul, about 4.5, 5 hours south of this borderline. You know, Ruben, what time did you cross the border? That was last week, man. I come across yesterday about 3, you know. They call it the international border for all of us First Nation people, although our ancestors and forefathers crossed that line freely. Our tribal nations extend all the way to the tip of South America, but we got this thing we got to deal with called the border. But nothing separates us as true First Nations people, as you're about to hear these proud songs coming from all of these drum groups that truly reflect the greatness of all the First Nation tribes, our ancestors and forefathers that blessed us a special gift of song and dance. My friends, you're about to hear these great songs as we premiere all these champion dancers. Here's your lineup. Hit your drum, boys. Crazy Spirit, where you at? All right, welcome. Thunderheart, are you here? Battle River, Bear Creek, Wooden Face, Buffalo Lodge, Bullhorn, Whitetail, Young Bear, Spirit Sands, Lake of the Woods Singers, Wojashkanagum, River Cree, Smoke Trail, Iron Swing, Chimney Butte, Northern Wind, Whitefish Juniors, Rockin' Rock Hill, Whitefish Bay, Prairie Island, Cree Confederation, High Ridge, Iron Boy, High Noon, Elk's Whistle, Cree Travelers, Poundmaker's over there. You got to get them in the lineup. Crow, where you at? Poundmaker. All right. Brokeback Mountain. All right. We want to thank all these premier drum groups, man. We got a powerhouse of 26 drums. Host drums, stand by. Stony Park, you'll start us off. Midnight. You know what to do, boys. Flip-flop, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 11, 9. 4 and 4, whatever you got. Staff carriers, we need you once again. Come on up, boys. Help us out. We have some proud veterans here that have proudly served the Canadian Armed Forces. Dignitaries right here. Everybody that's part of this beautiful lineup. We want to start things off in a good way here. We're about 2 minutes till showtime. So drum groups stand by. Host drums. Also, we're asking all of our guests and visitors and other singers be respectful. Do not crowd around our host drums during our grand entry song. We want all that sound to go right into that floor. We've had ceremony. We've had our blessing and so forth. So we've laid a pathway. So during this grand entry, we want to make sure all your recorders and so forth kind of stay off to the side. Help us out. And to all you guests and visitors that are here that are taking media, photography, and all that good stuff during grand entry and all that, take all the pictures you like. When we go into something that we consider ceremony, we'll let you know. We'll shut down momentarily and so forth. But, you know, during our powwows here at the drum pit, we've got unbelievable, all these drums are world-class singers. And you'll all get to hear from them. So help us out, guest visitors, dancers, and don't crawl around that drum pit as we're getting ready to go. Ruben.
That's right, Vince. Hey, speaking of Vince, we need Vince Gillette. We need Ivan Lonechild. We need Bronson Haywahay. We need Ira McNabb. We need Terrence Goodwill. Stanley Bird. Howard Copenace. Quanella Rose, and Peanut Roberts. Those are our Eagle Staff Carriers, flag bearers, this grand entry number 1 here. Once again, Vince Gillette, Ivan Lone Child, Bronson Haywahe, Ira McNabb, Terrence Goodwill, Stan Bird, Howard Copenace, Quanella Rose, and Peanut Roberts. We need you to the grand entry area, as well as all of our dancers. Start making your way on down over here. Rusty Gillette here, arena director, says, you know, we're going to go the standard grand entry order with our Golden Age, our men's traditional, our men's chicken, and then our chicken dancers with red tights, and then we'll go with grass dancers, and then the fancy dancers, and then the women's Golden Age, on down the line, a standard grand entry. He said, I don't want to be hollering around over there, trying to save a lead. Once again, Whistle Carriers, I mentioned it about 30 minutes ago, and I promised you I would announce it again before Grand Entry, and then probably after Grand Entry, and then somewhere when the music's rocking during Grand Entry, I'm going to say it again. Colin Morceau is here. He wants to speak with all Whistle Carriers. Those that are Whistle Carriers, make sure you get with Colin. And also we'll be calling upon Colin for an opening prayer very shortly. Eagle Staff Carriers, flag bearers, come on down and see Ronnie and Rusty. Gabe DeRozier. Gabe DeRozier, you've been alternator, you've been subbed in. 6th man award, get off the pine, you're in the game. If coach would have put me in 4th quarter, we would have went to state, no doubt. No doubt in my mind. We would have took the Grey Cup. I keep trying to do an Uncle Rico voice, but it keeps turning into a Napoleon voice. Once again, BFF, less best friends forever. If you bring me a Tim Hortons breakfast sandwich, I got about 8 loonies in my pocket, my back pocket. I don't have any loonies in my front.
You know, Ruben, speaking of Napoleon, I'm sure you know that history and that special time. You know, these dances you're about to see, all you beautiful people, we call that a dance regalia. And if you look up the dictionary by Wikipedia, or Webster, the word regalia refers to a special attire, a special dress, a special occasion. We don't recall these dance regalias, we don't call them costumes or outfits or dance costume. I believe that's something, that's what Napoleon wore into battle. They call that a costume. Hey. All right, listen up, my friends. Also, I wanted to acknowledge some very special people over here to my right that are going to be with us all weekend. If you've ever went online in cyberspace, the website is called PowWows.com. And Paul and his beautiful wife have been here the last few years. We are sharing this beautiful powwow on the cyberspace superhighway internet. There's people at home that cannot be here, loved ones and so forth. people, we can share this great technology across the worldwide nations. Many countries will be checking in here with us, watching this grand entry unfold, and take in this beautiful powwow throughout the weekend. So we want to welcome them and so forth. And there's many friends that cannot be here for whatever reasons, but yet they can check online. And that's how fast fiber optics with the click of a hand, man, we can send those airwaves out. Quanta LaRose, come on up here and see Rusty Gillette. Dancers, you should be over there behind our staff and colors. You know the routine. Want to thank the powwow committee here for doing a great job setting up our announcer stand and so forth so that we get a good view of everybody here and the people as we grow throughout the weekend. We know we're going to have a full capacity here tonight when we come to you live, but we got quite an agenda here